Late night thoughts. Uh, I guess some of you didn't like what I had to say earlier. A few of you guys left. Maybe you need to sit with it for a while. The truth can be hard to bear sometimes, especially when someone lives a sheltered fucking life. Let's be honest about that. If you want to be condescending to somebody, if you want to do any of that, that shows more of a lack inside you than them. So obviously something I said earlier hit a nerve with a few of you. But remember what I said. Never ask for your subscription. Hell, I don't even ask for your like. Right? Don't even ask for your like. The only time I've ever brought it up is just to have you guys acknowledge that you're following along. Because, I'm old. I'm farsighted, so when I'm holding a phone this close, I can't see your comments. I can't see how many people are watching. I can't see likes. And like I've said before, right? Like I've said before, all of this right here, right now, it's not about your views. It's not about your likes. It's not about your subscriptions. I could give 2 fucks less about that. So not just not having a fuck to give. I have 2 fucks less to care about it than that. Oh no, everybody cares, blah 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 blah. Yeah, well, I don't. And right here, right now, this is late night thoughts. So we're gonna get into it, right? We're gonna get so any of y'all in the chat, let me know if this is you. All right, not necessarily the circumstances, but personality, the way you deal with shit, blah 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 blah. Remember, I said I can't see your comments. I can't even see how many people are watching, how many likes. I told you guys, it's about me. It's about reclaiming my life. And it's about setting those things in motion that had a positive effect on me and my life to get me where I was before I lost everything. So sorry to your fragile little egos if you want acknowledgement. Sorry. But if you want to learn a couple things, stick around. Alright? So, any of you like this, right? My life ain't been the greatest. I was born disabled. I was told I would never walk. Did all that stuff. Yay, Dustin, pat on the back, whatever. World don't care. World's a piece of shit, right? But the one thing I have always asked out of every relationship I've been in is don't take me for granted. The way I treat you is not the way that I treat the world. If you were to see Dustin with his significant other, the person that I choose to be with, you would see a happy-go-lucky, jovial, almost childlike person. Like, he doesn't take anything seriously, blah, blah, blah. You would really get the thought that I'm irresponsible, that I don't care. Like life is just fun. You see me any other time in life, you're gonna get the complete mirror opposite, because I am a Capricorn after all. I'm very grounded. I'm very serious. I'm very just like don't fuck with me. Like, I treat others as they've treated me in life. So you fucking stop. Because people seem to have a problem with someone that's born disabled and chooses not to play victim over it. And above that, chooses to respect himself, chooses to acknowledge what he's actually done in this life. You can't fucking touch me when it comes to that shit. But if you see me with my significant other, right? I'm a kid. I'm as happy as can be. Life don't bother me. Because that person is supposed to be my peace, right? I'm out there being the Rock. I will take whatever fucking damage you want to try to inflict on me. Because, motherfucker, I was never supposed to be able to walk. I forced myself before I was 2 years old to start building my muscles so I could crawl and then walk. Do you really think you have the fucking strength over me? People think muscles equal dominance. Bitch, if you can't break my will, go fuck yourself. Because my body already hurts. What's a little more pain? I can fucking deal with that. I ain't a weak ass fucking bitch, regardless of what you think. I can take it and keep on going. It's half the reason when I'm with somebody and I'm truly happy, truly fucking happy, I act like a kid. Because I'm so serious, I'm so down to earth. Like, if I have it down to a science of how to keep walking at 44 years old when everything is painful and wants to give out on me, do you think that I don't have everything figured the fuck out? You might think again. Because, see, the people that play through life, let me let you in on a little secret. We're actually the ones that get it all figured out. We know what life's about. We caught on to the fucking game a long time ago. There are doers and there are don'ters. There are people that are actually about their shit, and then there's the pretenders. And you can definitely tell who's who. Because you can stand, if you're a doer, you can stand in the middle of a room. No one talking to you, nothing. You don't feel like you're on the outside looking in. You don't feel like you're missing something. No, I'm here. You asked me to be here, I'm fucking here. Well, why don't you? I don't need that. You guys come over here. Don'ters are the one, they act independent. They act like, but inside, there's that insecurity, right? They're, like, I mean, I brought this up before because I get accused of being a tryhard, but tryhards. Like, you are a victim wearing a villain mask, we'll say, of anything. Like, and for me at least, because I act this way and I'm willing to go above and beyond, I'm literally willing to put you above everything because you give me my peace. Why do people forget who you really are? And then they try to fuck you over. Whether it be by taking advantage in some type of way. Oh, this person needs help. This person needs help. Or leaving you and thinking they can just come back at any given time and take advantage of you all over again. Bitch, we were almost together for 10 years. Like, you know me. You think I'm gonna let you back? You really think I'm gonna bend over backwards and take you back? Like, there is a reason why anybody I get into a legitimate, dedicated relationship with, I make sure they see me for who I am. I make sure you know that I don't treat everybody the way I treat you. I treat the world as I have been treated in this life. You know, like I keep saying, the golden rule is not do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The golden rule, because most people are selfish, childish, egotistical, give me it, it's mine motherfuckers. I treat the rest of the world the way they treat me. They see me come in confident, assured of myself, because I know what I am. I know what I can bring to the fucking table. Because I've proven it. Do you know how hard it is to force yourself to walk? Do you know how hard it is to build those muscles up? And be able to make yourself do things that technically are not supposed to be physically possible for someone like you? No. And people have a huge problem, especially if you're disabled, with someone who is self-assured, someone who knows who they are, right? Because everybody seems to be stealing from they see something that works for somebody else, so they automatically have to be like, oh, that's me now. It worked for them, so it's going to work for me. That's me now. There's no genuineness to it. There's no authenticity. No one is being who they truly are because they see somebody else acting the way they feel like they should be acting. And they get insecure about it. And especially if it's a disabled person, right? Especially if it's a disabled person. You think you're special or something? Really? What makes you think you're so special? Well, you got about 44 years for me to explain it all to you? Probably not. They have an insecurity inside them because the way you're projecting threatens that image that they put up. So you get the angry little man syndrome even in these tall big motherfuckers. And I'm disabled. Just because I'm self-assured and confident, everybody has to, because a disabled person can't be acting like that. That's not normal. So they got to go out and they got to try to bully you. They got to try to put you in your place. That's why I adopted. Not to treat others the way you want to be treated. Treat others the way they treat you, so they fucking stop. And if you're my significant other, you're supposed to be my safe space. You're not supposed to be the one taking advantage of that. But it just doesn't seem... It seems like even the nice ones, like... It's kind of like... I talked about it earlier. It's kind of like absolute power corrupting. Absolutely. Right? Follow me on this. If you become a star or anything else, at the very beginning, you're very grounded. You're very humble. You remember where you come from. But as you start getting famous, as you start earning that bread, as soon as you start making a name for yourself, you escalate. People start telling you how good you are. People start idolizing you. They start worshiping you. You lose perspective. You lose sight of what made you grounded, what made you you. And this seems to be what happens to me in every relationship. I come in, I don't even talk about making somebody's life better, because as you guys have seen, active participation is the only way to get what you want in life. It's not talking about it. We've discussed that before. Society has you around this thing thinking that if you talk about something, you're actually getting work done. No, that's a brainwashing technique so you don't outdo the next guy who actually has it figured out, right? That's a brainwashing technique. No, there is no substitute for active participation. So what do? I go out. I take her out. I do things for her. I do things for her family because I know she wants them done. And at some point, people forget that I'm a hard ass because of the experiences that I've gone through. At some point, people see me as just a disabled, weak pussy. I don't see how. I really don't see how. Like, for the most part, I know I'm pretty much unlikable, and I'm okay with that. My life hasn't been that easy, and human beings have not made it easy for me. There's always some motherfucker out there that feels insecure, that feels like they need to push around on the little guy. And God forbid, if that little guy comes back with the same energy to push you right back after you try bullying him. God forbid. And just like that idea of absolute power corrupting absolutely, treating your significant other like you're worshiping the ground they walk on because they bring you peace, it elevates them to the status like celebrities get, to where they think they're untouchable. They can do anything to you, and it's forgivable. One of the biggest things about that is the cheating. Like I've stated before, I'm not the alpha. I can give a fuck about being the alpha. Bitch, I'm the omega. You can start anything you want to start. But I'm that cold-blooded motherfucker that'll finish it. I am that cold-blooded motherfucker that will finish it. You do not live a life like mine and turn out to be a pussy. That's why, like, understandably, I gave my entire being to her. Like, she was literally the first person that saw me for me and still said, I choose you. Like, it wasn't because we hooked up and accidentally got pregnant. It wasn't that, like, I needed her or she needed me. Like, that was the first person that actively saw me for me. Wouldn't you be willing to do anything for that person? And because I've noticed this pattern, because I've noticed these cycles, right? I have to always tell them, always, I don't treat you like I treat everybody else. Do you see how cold I am with them? Do you see how mean I am with them? You've met my parents. You've met my family. You've actively said, I can't believe you come from that. Because I literally, I can't, I gotta really stop, I gotta stop worrying about hurting people's feelings. Like, if I actively see, regardless of if you're family or not, if I actively see that I love you more than you love me, like mom, dad, whatever, I don't know why it's still stuck in me, that loyalty. I really don't. Like, I was the one born disabled. I was the one that couldn't walk at an appropriate time. I was the one that couldn't walk until I was 2.5. But yet, I have parents that called me their test from God. Yes, you heard that right. Their test from God. That says a lot more about them than it says about me. And this is the shit that I've constantly had to deal with my entire life. Literally, my entire life. I have to sit here listening to everybody else play victim when I'm in a worse spot than everybody else. Like, imagine that for a second. You were born without the ability to walk because you were born with a physical disability. You were told that you would never walk. Your parents play the victim. Your parents call you their test from God. Your parents say, oh, it's so hard raising a disabled child. I'm sorry, but you're not the one that has to live your entire life under that restriction. That's me. And I don't even play victim. Why do you get to play victim? Why do you get to parade me around like some fucking trophy, like your mom and dad of the year, when actually, if Child Protective Services ever even looked into how you treated us as kids, we would have been taken away from you in a second. Like, sorry if that's getting too real, but that's the fucking truth. And literally to this day, they still play victim. And it's everybody in my family that does this. Oh, it's not as bad as you say. It's not this. It's not. Everybody wants to discount. Everybody does not want to acknowledge. Everybody wants to selfishly make themselves the center of the fucking world. And do you see why I tell you that the golden rule should be treat others the way that they treat you so they fucking stop? Do you guys get that now? I hope so. Because this is everybody. Like, they all hide behind a mask of, oh, I'm so kind, I'm so this, I'm so that. That's why I make people uncomfortable. Because I know myself so well. I can see beyond the mask. I can see the real person inside. The person fronting. The person, like, putting on a facade. And God forbid if I break that. Because then, I can't even tell you how many times, as a disabled person, I have been threatened and physically assaulted just because just my presence and my personality threatens somebody else. When I physically can't even do anything to any of you. Like, how pathetic is that? How pathetic is it that you make yourself the victim when the victim doesn't even make himself the victim? The victim would rather say, fuck it, I would rather walk and try to live a normal life. I would rather work a meaningless job because I was told I would never be able to even do that. Why does my authenticity threaten you so much? Why? And then you come in here saying, like, I need Jesus and shit like that? Like, dude. The meek will inherit the earth. There is no more meek than people like me. And literally, with what I've been able to prove to do in my life, dude, I am the disabled Batman. I am Superman. Like, if you can take what I'm able to do, what my force of will is able to do, you would be fucking superhuman. Do you understand that? I don't think you do. So everybody, they get uncomfortable. That's why I tell my significant other, like, don't take for granted the way that I treat. Don't take for granted that I'm literally willing to be there and do everything for you. because I've never had somebody that truly saw me for me. And then what did she do? She took me for granted. She just assumed that I would always be there. I'd always fix it. She never assumed that I was always pushing my body beyond its limits. She never expected or compensated in case I hurt myself. And then when I did, she didn't give a flying fuck that we had 2 kids together. She didn't give a flying fuck about the ambitions, about the dreams. Like, I was replaced in 2 fucking seconds. And worse than that, her family helped her fucking do it. Like, after I had been there and I had said, we have enough money, we can get by, I'll start earning more too, like, we're gonna be fine. My family needs us to stick around and help. They're not gonna be able to do this without us. And then what the fuck happens less than a year later? They help you cheat on me and then cover it up and then fucking help you get the kids out of state and figure out a way into tricking me how to allow you to do that? Like, I seriously hope if you ever run across this chick, do not ever fucking come back. Do not ever fucking come back. I will not simp for you. I will not forgive you. I won't do anything. Doesn't matter how much crawling you get. Doesn't matter if you finally understand the way you hurt me. Doesn't matter. Like I've told you guys again and again, there's exactly one person, and one person alone, that I fucked over in this life. One. And that is my oldest child. And I don't even think that I can ever be forgiven for that, even though she says it's done. Like, I was that kid. I created myself, basically. I created my own trauma in her. So it's like when she says, it's not, I know you're lying. Like, I became my dad, and that has been the hardest thing to overcome on my journey back. Have I cheated? Yes, I have. Did I ever cheat first? Fuck no. I didn't do anything wrong until I was given a reason to. And most of the time, it was just to give you a taste of your own fucking medicine. Like, I got you a job with my company. And how did you repay me? How did you repay me? Your first manager that you had, he turned out to be your work husband. You would take lunches with it. Bitch, I know what you were doing. And then you want to turn around and accuse me of cheating? Like, duh, yeah, I know what the fuck you did. You sold yourself out right when you started doing that. Like, did I cheat to get back at you? Fuck yeah, I did. Fuck yeah. But I never initiated it first. I always took my responsibilities seriously. I always put you and the boys and Maddie ahead of everything. Even my own personal needs as a disabled person. I went out there willing to break myself for you. And you reward me with cheating. And then you reward me with lies. And then you reward me with kicking me out of my own fucking home that I helped your parents fucking pay for. Right? Wasn't your sister and her fucking husband that was doing everything. It was me too. Remember, we can't move out. They can't do this without us. I.e., they can't do it without me. Like, no. I'm willing to stand here and be accountable for everything in life. But if any motherfucker thinks that you can be fake and get one over on me. If you think, like, that there's a nah. I am a cold-blooded motherfucker because the world has made me a cold-blooded motherfucker. Just because you got me to feel something does not change the fact that I'm still a cold-blooded motherfucker. And no, I'm not going to come crawling back so I can have a relationship with my boys. I'm not going to bow down to your ass and validate that you were right when you were fucking wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, because you cheated and I cheated, we're even. Bitch, you took my life away from me. You took my family away from me. We will never be even. No, it hurts to sit here and wait. But I will sit here and I will wait. And I will come back when my boys are 18. I will search them out. I will have that relationship with them that you stole from us. Yeah, I want to get back together, but my parents are moving up to Idaho, and I need to get the boys up there because they're going to give me a job at my uncle's shop, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then, as soon as you leave, you ghosted me for a fucking month. And the only reason you answered me is because I sat down on that 30th day, on my day off, and I blew your fucking phone up. I blew your fucking phone up. I got my fucking transfer. What the hell's going on? Why aren't you talking to me? Oh, well, I don't know why you would transfer. There's nothing up here for you. Oh, wait, so we're not together? You didn't get the house ready from... No, I'm already with somebody. Oh. And he knew you were doing this to me? Oh, everybody knew. Oh, everybody knew. Everybody knew. Let me let you in on a little secret. Karma is real. And karma is a bitch. But do you know why karma is a bitch? Because karma goes off of the timeline of the universe. Alright? The universe does not acquiesce to our timeline. It moves at its own pace. Most of the time, it waits till you're old. That's how you truly know how much wrong you've done in this life. Is when you get old, how many problems do you actually start to develop? How many? And let's get beyond you fucking over a disabled person. Let's get beyond that, right? You fucked over a man who did everything for you, who showed up, showed out, being disabled, breaking his body again and again, going beyond his limits again and again. You fucked him over. You dangled his kids in front of you because you saw his other baby mama from his daughter do the same thing, and you thought you could get away with it. But then you saw that I had actually gotten over my insecurity. So then you shifted. You started playing to more of my compassionate side, my love for you, because you were the only person ever in my life to see the real me, to see beyond the rough asshole exterior, the stay away, I don't need any of your bullshit, I'm tired of being fucking bullied by everybody in this goddamn world because they can't handle an empowered disabled person. It's not natural. You gotta calm down now, kid. You gotta... I ain't gonna fucking calm down. If something's wrong, I'm I'm going to call a fucking spade a spade. And I'm going to have the same energy against that as I would have against anything else. You just feel that because I'm disabled, on some level, I'm less than. So you are entitled to bully me and put me in my place because you're bigger and stronger and blah, blah. Bitch, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I bet you right now that if you broke your back and the doctor said there is a slight chance you could walk again, you'd cry victim. You might try for a week, and then you would cry victim, and you would permanently be in that fucking wheelchair forever. You don't have the balls. You don't have the guts to do what I've done. You don't have the balls to continually show up and exist in a world of normal people, hurting the whole time, because I had a choice. I could have stayed in that wheelchair. I could have been fine playing the victim. My soul screamed, no, that was never for me. No, I want to embrace everything in life. Don't tell me I have limitations. And because I act like that, you all get a problem. Because I know myself so well, in order to do this, I'm able to see beyond your masks. I'm able to see beyond the exterior you show the rest of the world. I'm able to see the real you. I still don't understand how I do it, but there's always something that allows me to see beyond to who a person really is. And do you know what I find most of the time? You're all children. You're all insecure, scared little children. You have no confidence in yourself. You have no confidence in your abilities. You have no confidence in the intelligence you hold. Hell, most people in life will take a realization someone else has and pass it off as their own, so they can look smarter, so they can feel better about themselves. No one's actually willing to sit there and be like, yeah, I got this thought from so-and-so and so-and-so, and he thought this, and he thought... Because you all want the validation. You all want to have the audacious, just balls to the wall, like, personality that I have. But none of you realize that that only comes from suffering so damn much that you literally have to harden yourself so no one else can get to you. You guys don't get that. The personality, when the lights are on, give them a show. 99% of people fake that. 99% of people fake that. I am one of the rare few that doesn't. But guess what? Having that type of personality, having that kind of brash, off the wall, just speak your mind, don't give a fuck what people think, that only comes if you've really been through the shit and come out the other side. Because it gives you a strength, a bravery. Like, you cannot touch me. It's like I said earlier. When someone gets upset and they try to bully me in order for me to back down, you think I'm going to be scared of you beating me up? Dude, do you know how much pain I'm in on a second-to-second basis since I was born? What's a little more pain? I've trained my brain how to fucking deal with it. The type of pain that usually drives motherfuckers insane if they don't get prescription medication for it. And because I'm somebody that has a big brain, I refuse to take narcotics, believe it or not. I refuse, because I will never allow anything. This is my biggest tool. This up here, this big fucking head, is my biggest weapon. I will never let anything compromise that. And the fact that I can sit here and say that I figured out how to deal with pain on such a level that most people can't, you will never believe it. Because human beings have this weird thing inside them that unless they experience it, they discount it. They can't believe it's possible. I'm living proof that it is. I'm living proof that every baby you threw off a cliff in ancient history had a chance to become me. I'm living proof that you all fucked up. And you hate me for it. You hate that I actually am what I say I am. You hate that I have proof of this. You hate that I'm willing to call you out on it. All of you. Because going through life in that amount of pain, going through life with that amount of struggle, going through life every day of your life, having someone bully you and try to discount you to make you shut the fuck up and fall in line. You built this monster. All of you made me what I am. Don't go running scared now. Don't go calling foul now. When you can't handle what you created. I swear to God, none of you better come back in my life. I finally have peace. I finally have closure. I have no need for any of you, except a loving relationship with my kids that I was denied, because you had to run as far away as you could, as fast as you could. Kind of sounds like Maddie's mom, too. She did the same thing, except you didn't take me to court. You just took off. Like, she had to go through all that shit and then have the judge side with me. Yeah, imagine that. In a state that usually favors the mother, without representation, doing it all by myself, I won. She couldn't handle that, and you knew you wouldn't be able to handle that. You knew that if you didn't trick me, that if you didn't say, oh, I love you, I want things to work out, but we need to move up there, our lives will be better, blah, 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 blah. You knew I was going to win again. You knew I would never let my boys go. You knew. You knew because I felt so guilty for Maddie leaving that I was never going to let those boys out of my sight. Never. And you knew that it wasn't going to be a bad thing. I mean, energy don't lie. Random kids will come up to me and just want to be around me because I feel safe to them. All animals love me. Nobody ever feels threatened by me unless I see through your mask, which is generally just adults. When you start lying to yourself and you start lying to everybody else about who you really are. Do you think I asked for this? No, this is just all the side effects that come with me making the decision to get off my ass, making the decision to face the pain head on, to face everything and rise instead of forget everything and run. You people can't handle people like me. You can't. Because we expose all the shortcomings you try to hide. Well, if I'm hiding everything, no. My disability is on the outside. I have a thing that makes me have to be authentic 100% of my life. I can't hide shit. I can't hide my disability. I can't hide the look on my face of pain that I go through on a daily basis. I can't hide that I'm skinny because I'm so sick to my stomach from the pain that I literally wait until the end of the fucking night to eat, and then I shovel my ass full of food and go to bed because I'm in so much pain. But because none of you have ever been through that, none of you will ever believe that. That says more about you than it does about me. The one who sees the pain in others, so he's willing to show up for those people. The one who understands that pain, so he knows when someone's faking. I have a fucking lie detector. I have a built-in lie detector. My gift from above. Well, technically everything is my gift from above because I chose to stand up. I chose to be the bold one. I chose to spit in God's face and say, fuck you. Not this person. Not me. Not this life. And because I'm so brash, because I'm so brazen, because I honestly am in so much pain, I don't give a fuck. I don't. You think I'm faking? You think I'm being an edgelord or I'm talking too much? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's see you not just hold down a full-time job, being permanently disabled, in constant pain, but also excel at that. Prove you're that motherfucker. How do you think that made other people feel? The ones that actually told themselves they were that motherfucker. And this guy comes in without saying a word and proves he's that motherfucker. And then after he proves it, then he talks his shit. Yeah, that pisses everybody off twice as much. But why is that my problem? Why is that my problem that I'm authentic and you're not? Why is it my problem that I get to see the truth while you don't? Why is it my problem? None of this is my problem. But I'm always expected to be the one that cleans it up. I'm always expected to be the one that's the nice guy. I'm always expected to be the one to be forgiving. Well, that permanently died when you took my voice from me. Your access to me permanently died when you lied to my face and took my fucking children from me. Because you knew I would never let them go. And you knew, regardless of how much it hurt them and how much they didn't want to be around my parents, which, to be fair, I grew up with them. I know how fucked up they are. I've been more mature and more intelligent than them since I was 10. Hell, I've been more mature and more intelligent than 99% of my family since I was 10. It just really makes me see that it was all for show. You never loved me. You never believed in me. I was just a means to an end. And because I was a good provider, while my body was in better shape than it is now, you just used that to get what you wanted. When you didn't want to go to work, no, it's fine. I make more than enough. Like, it'll be a little tight, but I make more than enough. In a society that requires 2 incomes, that's pretty good. Even to be able to squeak by a butt hair on one income, that's pretty good in this day and age. But you threw that away. You threw that away. Do you think karma is ever going to be favorable to you? Yeah, I mean, I might not like it. You might have to wait till you're old and gray. And then you start having problems that never ran in your family. Karma. When shit like that happens. Like I keep telling you guys. For all of those that put up, oh, you think you're special, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, I don't think I'm special. I know I'm special. I was diagnosed at a grade 4 cerebral palsy. I was never supposed to walk. I crawled. I walked. I ran. I played sports. I meddled in sports. Women actually found me attractive. There will be books about me, written about me, about what my life was like, because to this day, they've barely figured out childhood cerebral palsy. They don't know what people like me go through with adult cerebral palsy. And because I'm so high functioning, because I put my body through the ringer, there will be books written about me. Can you say the same? So no, I know I'm special because I proved that I'm special. I didn't sit here tooting my own horn, ringing my own bell. I went out there and physically fucking did it. Tell me if you have that same energy.